you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord.
Good morning, Fambledem. Welcome to the program Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Today happen for be the 12th of April inside the year 2023. And we will bring the program come to ina. Me your name na Amadu Esba.
And me your name na Aminata Kuruma. Inside the program Salone Talk, we can dey talk about things them where they happen na salon. And we can take una comments them and una views them from the number where they show na the screen, or una can send una messages them na we YouTube page and Facebook page at TDN Africa Media. Inside the program Salone Talk today, we get for talk about the update, we get for updates fumble them on the press conference of the ECSL winner Electoral Commission of Salone. And same way so we go get for talk to Mr. Raymond George, the Director of Media and Communication ECSL, for making explain to fumble them, but for making explain to fumble them proper one, but the press conference. And we get for talk about the assassination of the Northeast Regional Commander ASP Matthew Moiwa Banya, when they call Boyka. Concerning that, political parties them don't pull press release and then condemn the act. And fumble them, lastly, we go talk about election updates. So fumble them, we they go for a short break. After we come back, we they can discuss then thing they are so we I don't talk about.
Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me day. You cook big fufu again, you not give you more the Lord.
Welcome back, Fumble Them. If you just join we, the program where you watch na Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. And remember, say you go be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. And not forget, every other day with the big people them. If you just join we, just hit on the subscription button, or you follow with Facebook page and all the other social media handles them. That's now for let you to get notification with this program and plenty of other programs them they start. Just like waiting me colleague been done saying our headline earlier on. Today we get for give Fumble them updates on the press conference where the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone all yesterday at the headquarters for updates Fumble them with regards to the voters ID card where they may not begin to distribute since last week Friday. One pan the reason them where they call this press conference now been for updates Salone people them on number one, the quality of the ID card, and as well as the challenges that we people then don't highlight, particularly the one that we then face no cam, the one that we not see the name then correct, and all then other challenges we don't update. According to them, first of all, the blackface within the ID card, not all that blackface they them put in for. Them put in for a colored ID card, which of course them believe say the ID card na colored, but the picture within the ID card not too colored. So for sake of that, then say then go get for contact the contractor when I then give the project or we been win the bid for the voters registration card. Another thing again we then highlight now that the card na temporary use it therefore. That's not for say the ECSL then you voters registration ID within the give now strictly for voting purposes, and that this particular time as people then don't vote, so it means say the ID card no they of other use to them, except if the government say and say they want for use them for other things like we want them then decide say logo they use the voters ID card for the collect money and plenty of other stuff them. But then say for now the voters ID card na temporary use. Then say as how social media been on the purport and say they spend certain amounts of money, not to that amount of money they then spend. As a matter of fact, they say they go try for come out with all them challenges where people then don't highlight and see how they go able for solve them as well. Therefore, they say because not to that blackface they put in for, so then go get for take action against the contractor, but they not state which action then go get for take against the contractor. But for the benefit of Fumble them and for the benefit of we viewers, we not go down fortunate for view the press conference live yesterday. we go get for bring the commission, the Chief Electoral Commissioner in statements in, so that Fambo then go listen them, and then UNASEF go get understanding. And thereafter, we been talk to Mr. Raymond George. We been promised he go talk to him at the program today after the press conference yesterday, because TDN been did it yesterday, Aminata.
Yeah.
And we've been put up a very pivotal question on floor and also raise concern to them.
Yeah.
Bring something come to the notice, especially that one we get for do it's people paying for get their own voters ID card. We think Sudan in a very, very unfair thing.
Yeah.
And in as much as we then treat them with a little bit of caution, like blaming the thing on citizenship and the attitude of other citizens, agreed. But as a commission, me think say they for condemn that act day.
Yeah, they really need to
I mean, they for condemn nobody know for go collecting voters ID card and go there for go suppress other person we don't meet the.
Yes.
By so na corruption then they encourage na the polling centers or na the registration centers.
Yeah.
So then therefore also look into them. Just that the way they react to them yesterday was a little bit not of the expectation to me, because the first thing we have been expect now for condemn the act.
Yes.
Condemn and totally that ECSL not doing for that, and whosoever we engage in that, then maybe you can call on the general public now, say, wanna help we for make sure say this not happen.
Indeed.
You know, but if it keeps on happening, then a problem for this country. So for the benefit of the viewers, like we say rightly, we they go straight to the technical department for letting them send in the slots for the benefit of we fumble them. Fumble them, no go no side. The program we they watch na Salone Talk, they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you can send your text message or make you call to the number where they show on the screen, and then you can also drop your comments in the comment section. Stay with me as the program they continue.
As we all realize, we are less than 90 days to the election. So eventually, we're going to be having a lot of press engagement to address issues and to respond to questions and to update the nation on what the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone is doing in preparation for the elections. For the purposes of this press conference we are having now, we want to first update the press and the entire country on key areas of the electoral preparation. We are going to talk about the nomination of candidates for the primary chieftaincy elections. We'll also address the issue of the card distribution, and then we will respond to provide answers to concerns raised by the public with regard to the ID card quality. I start with the nomination of the PCMP. As you are aware, we came out with the calendar for the conduct of the paramount chief members of parliament. And based on our activity timelines, we have concluded the nominations. And therefore, these are the details of the nominations. We have received more than one nomination for the following districts. In other words, once we receive more than one nomination, then the Electoral Commission is going to conduct elections for these districts. For Kenema, we have 2 candidates. For Bombali, we have 2. For Falaba, we have 6. For Kwenadugu, we have 2. For Cambia, we have 2. For Banff, we have 3. And Pujon, we have 2 candidates. The elections for these candidates, we're going to conduct them on the 20th of May 2023. The other districts that we are not going to conduct elections are Kailan, because they provided we only have 1 candidate for these districts. Kailan, Kono, Tonkolili, Karine, Poloko, O, and Moyamba. So that's the details for the nomination of the PCMPs. 2, update on the distribution of the voter registration cards. As at 10th of April, that's the day 4 of the voter distribution and collection processes, about 1,200,532 cards have been collected nationwide. This accounts for about 80% of the centers reported. In other words, these details we have provided relate to about 80% of the centers we have opened for distribution of ID card. And 2, based on the same parameters of centers reported as indicated above, we have 1,692 photoless cards, in other words, which are identified and collected. Registration of these cards had their photos taken to ensure that the pictures of them appear on the final voter registers. In other words, we have, based on the record we collated, we compiled the registrants whose photos were not captured, and therefore, as a result, we put in place a system where their photos will be captured during the distribution. So if you are one of those whose cards are not photoless, the center they will take your photo, and we're going to give you the card as photoless. But eventually we'll place your photos on the voter register. So on the day of the polling, you go with the photoless card, and the attestation will give you will be able to vote. At the time, your pictures will be against your name on the voter register. So they will clearly identify you. 2, we have 156 cards with mismatched photos that we have identified. In other words, I'm Mohammed Kone, and then the card I carry has Mohammed Kone and all other details, but somebody else's photo. So that is a mismatch. So we are also addressing that at the centers. The other category is 2,609 misplaced registration have been found. This relates to where your registration details is being misplaced to another location. For instance, you registered in Freetown, but then your card is printed with Kenema on the card. So that's misplacement. So all of these misplaced registrants are going to be relocated to their center, to the centers they register accordingly. The new voter registration card, that's number 3 issues. The new voter registration card have new unique voter ID cards. In other words, it's different from the numbers that we had on the previous voter's ID card. These numbers are different from the old voter ID numbers to prevent counterfeiting of the new voter registration card. We realized during the voter registration, people were photocopying, counterfeiting some of the old voter registration card, and they still have their numbers. So we thought we have to change the numbers, so if you use the old number, it will not identify you with the card you think you want to counterfeit. The ECSL web and mobile SMS verification platforms have been temporarily closed. These platforms were populated with the old voters' ID card numbers since voters did not have their new voters' ID card. In other words, when we started the distribution, people were still using the system to check, but they were using the old numbers. And once you use the old number, the information that will come will be different from your details. So we realized that, therefore we shut down the website. And once we populate the website with the new voters ID number, when you input your details, you will see your details, your correct, updated information. We'll open this website after the card distribution, and at least at that time we should have put in place, we should have uploaded with the new data. The other issues which has been in the social media since we launched the voter registration process has been misinformation, some partly misinformation. and relating to the quality of the ID card. Some have even alleged that the ID card were printed in Sierra Leone, and it cost the government, or some even were saying the monies were from the EU to bring those cards, to the extent so we are saying it cost about $5.5 million. Some even said $10 million. So as a commission, we operate on the principle of transparency, and therefore we think we can, even though they are not facts, we think we have to bring this to the public to inform them about the facts of the voter registration card. So these are the facts. One, the card itself is a temporary card. In other words, it's not permanent. We are not going to use it in place of the national ID card. So therefore, its purpose for this card is for the voter to be identified during the registration with this card, with their details, with their number. Because of the sensitivities of the card, first let me give you the context or the background. When we wanted to print the the voter's ID card, we remember when we were doing the voter registration period, people were photocopying these ID cards. So we wanted to securitize it to the extent that it would be very difficult for anybody to duplicate the card or to use a counterfeit. So our priority was, how do we securitize the card so that if you counterfeit it, it will be very difficult, it will be easy for us to identify. So one, we give a lot of security features for these cards. It is inbuilt lamination. It is not like the previous one, where you can we will give you the technical specification. I'm just going to read out what in this card. You will see it demonstrated on the laptop, on the computer. It is a laminated card, but built in. In other words, it is not like the previous one, which you can clearly see it is laminated. If you attempt to remove it, you will just square your card. So there is no need for you to see how you can open it up. There are several layers of the security. One, it has an invisible ink. It is securitized with the hologram foil, and the it is also microtext. And they have you chip. In other words, all of this, and above all, we have the barcoded information. All of these are security details which are embedded on this card, so that it will make it very difficult for people to copy or to reproduce without defaulting on the features of this card. This is a demonstration. These are the features we have. We are going to demonstrate that to you guys on the computer. Sorry, are you ready for that? It is also a micro printing. It is also in the form micro printing. Can be identified by magnifier or zooming. When you look at the card, it has a thin line. If you look at it, if you have magnifier, you can see what details. But these are security features which can only be identified using the appropriate equipment. It has invisible ink that can be identified by using UV lamps, 365mm frequency. The hologram foil coat of arms is visible. This one, this is a coat of arms in the silver color we have here. We're going to demonstrate to you guys. The Bolochi pattern is clearly visible. The data, now we explain these technical specifications that we have here. The issue about the voters' ID card photos, as a commission, it's a concern to all of us, and we are in discussion with the vendor to discuss how do we address the issue of the photos. Apart from the photos, and not all of the cards that have bad photos. As you can see from here, you have this one which is black and white. You have another black and white color. You have some new registrants which are colored, just like this. So these are some of the samples. In other words, we have reached out to the supplier, and we are going to have serious discussion with the vendor to clearly understand why do we have 80% or 90% of the card as provided for in the contract to be a colored card, but some of the photos are black and some are very difficult to understand. And then we'll come back to the public. But what is I want us to understand with this card, whether photoless or no photo, the details we have here in terms we have in the voter register, the pictures are very clear that when you go for at the poll on the polling day, your ID card will be viewed in relation to what we have in the voter register. To compare the ID card number and your photo that we have in the voter register. So whether it is color or not, at the end of the day, you will be identified as voters during the election, during the polling day. In fact, as a matter of fact, the law says whether you go with your ID card or not, as long as you register, you are on our register, you'll be allowed to vote. However, that notwithstanding, because of the level of integrity and public interest in the photo, the quality of the photos, the Commission has taken decision to engage the vendor and then to address this issue. We are going to address it in several ways. We cannot say we have to return all the 3,700 or something cards because they will not have time. But once we address the issues, we will come back to the public to tell them how we address them. For the procurement process for this card, the printing of voter card went through the correct National Public Procurement Authority, NPPA, legal procedures. It went through, we had the procurement done by international restricted bidding process. Bids were invited from 9 companies, internationally recognized companies. Only 2 submitted their bid. And after the bid opening and evaluation exercises, contrast or informed Lycos successfully won and was awarded the contract. You have the foreign company called the Informed Lycos, and then you have the local partner Contrast. So we awarded the contract. The final contract price after negotiation stood at $1,433,950. In other words, the card for printing, transportation, air freighting, clearing, and all other activity related to the process, one card costs 0.4 cents, 4 cents per card. In terms of the loan, we are talking about 8,000 euros, new euros. So that is the cost of one card for printing, transportation, and delivery to our warehouse. So if you divide the number of cards, this is what we did, the cost of the card, the contract price, and the number of cards printed. This is what gives us 8,000 only. So, okay. And in fact, it's not new leons, 8,000 old leons. So that is 8 leons. 8 leons, 8 new leons, yeah? So those who are talking about 5.5 million or $10 million, we have to think twice. And I hope they will be mindful enough, they will be honest to themselves to apologize to the Commission that they misled the public. The printed card, the number of printed cards, 3,400,000 pieces, which cost at 0.4 cents USD. We have the number of blank cards, which came in because of all the anomalies we anticipated in terms of the photoless. We have about 50,000 copies. These ones cost 0.32 cents. And then we have the laminated stock at 50,000 pieces, which cost 0.1. So this is a breakdown of all the cards. The printed one costs 0.4 cents or 8 euros, all euros. And then you have the blank card, 50,000 copies at 0.32 per card. And then you have the laminated stock for this 50,000 card at 0.1 cent. So as I mentioned, we are concerned and we are aware of the public concern relating to the photos, and therefore we are in contact with the supplier to address these issues. Well, I want to appeal to Sierra Leoneans that we are in a critical period, critical in the sense elections have changed the narratives of many countries in the world. On our part as electoral management body, we are doing our best to ensure that the processes follow the laws, the standards, and regulations. However, because it is a competitive venture, we understand political parties or supporters want to use any means to win elections. But please, not at the detriment of the peace that all of us have. Because if you don't know the fact about issues, you don't know the cost of the card, and then you as a responsible citizen, as a leader, to go out and put in the social media that the card costs, the contract costs $5.5 million, it means you are not doing justice to your education, you are not doing justice to your leadership, and those who take you as mentors, or those who take you as a leader of a free world. And therefore I hope all those who have misled the public will be honest enough to come back to the public and tell them that yes, some of the photos are black or are dark, unrecognizable, but the cost we indicated in our social media forum are not true, and we trust the ECSL. If you want, you can check the contract details. If you want, we can provide all this information to you. For this.
Oh, you cook jollof rice, you not give me the, you cook big.
Welcome back from Buldem to the program Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Don't forget, say you can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comments section. Today, as we will not highlight earlier on, we will get for give from Buldem updates on the press conference where the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone held yesterday in the head office. Yeah. And of course, Fambul and Oya waiting and talk. Then talk about the specification of the ID card, the quality, how the ID card look like and all that. And then say, as of the 10th of April, will be happen for be the day 4 of the distribution of the ID cards. Now, about 1,500 and 112, I mean 1,505,112 people them. Yeah. Now they don't collect them IDs, and they say they get about 2,324 photoless ID cards. Then an ID card they will not get face at all not. Then they also get 243 ID cards when I mismatch. Like them put somebody else in face on the other side.
Yeah.
Then they also get about 3,176 ID cards where now like we go say misplaced registration where they don't find now.
Yeah.
Then don't find them one then they and then are in custody and then go try for make them one and they available. But few of the things that we really fumble them go really want for understand pan this whole thing.
Yeah.
ECSL. Then say them procure forget a colored ID card. As in everything for be colored. That is the photo
photos.
The photo self possible photo for be colored.
Yeah.
And then somebody go count black and white. As in picture. Why would I accept them in the first place?
Why una accept?
Why una accept them in the first place? You see, sometimes these are questions who need for the put forth to them.
Yes.
You understand, eh?
Yeah.
Why you really accept the ID card where you know say, I mean, na blackface
poor quality. Amadu.
You understand?
In that sense.
I mean, the value for money.
Yes.
Now, like where they put you more to say you money there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, them postpone the distribution of them registration ID cards there, voters registration ID cards there.
Yeah.
Simply because the country, outside the contractor, saying that they didn't go make the ID card, been there on strike.
Yeah.
According to Mr. George, the last time we talked to him, we happen for be the communications director na ECSL. He said na Greece, then they make the ID card there. So it's as a result of the strike, now he make the ID cards they not deny. Now the ID cards they don't come.
Yeah.
Before the ID cards they come. For said not be show them sample. They not be show them sample.
They not be show una sample. Yes, na good question.
They not being shown a sample.
Yeah.
Say okay, then thing they don't come. And another thing again, when we think say ECSL for really they do. I see now then they blame the media, say the media they misinform people them. How can you have how you not going to get misinformation for spread fast? Because in the first place, look, the only time where they engage the press. Now where they don't come, people they don't banter, so they don't get all kind. Now that's when they engage the press.
Yeah.
Why they not be engage the press since the time then where the ID card don't come out? Where the ID card then come, when I call the press.
Yeah.
Then now the press now they go tell the people they say, hey, if you not expect say na yala face or your actual color you foresee, don't expect that. Now this na the reason we make now this happen. Not so after where the thing don't occur, you get for come back. I mean to so the like people and they see I'm like na excuse way inexcusable.
Yeah.
You understand?
Agreed.
Not so excuse way like you know all up to some extent. And another thing again now that the card now for a temporal use.
Temporarily.
You understand? And
somebody go ask
somebody in argument say you know for treat that card day as an ordinary card.
Yeah.
This is a card where they prove say but this person is a citizen of the states.
Yes.
Therefore, na card where them for treat with utmost seriousness. You know they just go call a temporal card.
Agreed.
You understand?
I understand.
So and myself for agree with that person in input.
Yeah.
Because eventually, na citizen there, where them born na ya,
yes.
we don't pass the age, where they the age 18 and above, that then they vote.
Yeah.
And then you say you just can't give them card. Nobody not denying say, I mean, ECSL their own purpose for the give out registrations card and for votes.
Yeah.
Now they don't use. They no one for step into the office of other people. But as well as Dande na the reason, but I don't think saying na the reason again for go give somebody money, then the person go print the wrong thing the counter, then you self take them.
I think say sometimes maybe in a pressure because not in order for explain this ID card issue as to Amadu because and look from the paper we then give yesterday.
Yes.
Amadu, you they see them say they get misplaced ID and face person in face no day but the ID card.
Exactly.
How on earth? You know, how on earth you go print ID card where somebody they use for votes una not make we begin discredit this election. Seriously, una not make we begin discredit this election, because this they bring out something else na people their mind. Because someone where you don't go see the way how the ID card, then they expect for see that ID card day, and then come the ID card don't come finally, then people them can't see that ID day. When they see the ID not reach up to standard. You know, get the quality where then they expect. And someone way yalla go see it gets black and white, you know to colored. It make someone begin think, say me, if I go vote during this election, where I go vote during this election, Amadu. If I want to go back for the second time, I they go there, because we face not the show parties ID card here. So plenty people they raise that concern there. Plenty people and I'm not just saying I misinform the media, they misinform the people. And besides,
no, like I said no more, Aminata. Sorry for cut you off. Yeah. You know, ECSL, that's not an excuse. Like I say, really. Yes. Information are power. Yeah. And the people that we not get for joke with now the media. The media. Therefore, all these backlashes with the non-face, that's a result, say, then fail for, first of all, call the media. Yes. For tell them, say, now this we've been procured for. Indeed. But now this we get, and now this we get for distribute to people then. Thank you. You understand? Yeah. Me if you say, then they been for don't make, when the media, they come out with a statement, the media before don't know how to play with them. How then they put them. You understand? Yeah. But you know, inform people then. You start for give the ID card, and then people then start for give their opinion then. To us waiting and think about the old registration ID card. Yes. And then when I feel say when I for blame the media too much. ECSL has to take responsibility. They really need for take responsibility. Take responsibility in the sense that the deed has been done. Yes, nobody know they expect say everything for go as perfect as it is. Yes. But too much waste time don't happen around this ID card. One whole strike stop this ID card in distribution one in this country. Yeah. One whole strike na Greece who side and say they make the ID card. And then now the ID card come with a less quality of waiting people than they expect. Yeah. Although then they say the thing gets security features and all that. But how many people were they in the bottom of this country, at the bottom of this country, that are like, we fumble them where they in the interior, we understand, but that QR system also. Yeah. They don't understand. You know much? They don't understand. So all these specifications, so now they call in this, that, the people, they see that they no more for be excuses. So what we're saying is this. Next time, when the commission want to make such a decision, or when the commission no say you don't procure for something, as a matter of fact, now wrong thing, you ask somebody for give you this, then the person go give you other thing, then you accept them. What now under which circumstance now you accept them? Then now you want to engage the person. The person, because people they don't talk. Now you want to engage the person. Yeah. So if people they not be talking, they be just they look no more left. They're not for don't talk nothing. Yeah, exactly. They're not for we don't call safe. So we're not before. And yesterday, in as much as we didn't say that they get serious conversation, they're not even saying they take action. Serious conversation as to why 80 or 90% of the ID cards go come in black and white. That is unfair. In as much as they facing a small money una spend, but the money still not get the value una want. At all. Because the value una spend the money for, una not see them. Una self don't testify that. You understand? So if the people have to pay refund back to the states, because now the country money, let them pay refund back to we for not giving us the appropriate ID card where the commission procure for. Yes. You know, fumble them if you just join with the program where they watch na Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. We can do also from Monday to Friday. And we can start from 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday 11 o'clock in the morning. We go for a short break for try for see how we'll connect Mr. Raymond George, when at the ECSL Media Director and Communications Head. So, fumble them, when I just hold on as we try for see how we're able to connect Mr. George.
Welcome again to the program Salone Talk, where they come to una live from TDN Africa Media. We don't try for connect Mr. Raymond George. We're not able to forget him, so we continue with the program. Today we say we get for talk about the assassination of the Northeast Regional Commander, ASP Matthew Moiwak Banya, sorry. So fumble them yesterday we been try for talk to people them concerning that assassination day, and fumble them political parties them don't pull press release and then condemn the act. We get a press release from the APC. The APC party then pull press release say then they against such act. They act then they fine because this na election period, and the way we did then period there, so Amadu, we don't need that kind of thing there. So assassination, there is a killer out there, and the Sierra Leone police they plead with una for let una do una work, let una speed up the process of finding this person we assassinate Mr. Banya, where they call Boyka. And the political party APC pull press release, and the same way so SLPP then self pull press release. Pull them press release.
And according to the APC then press release, they then condemn the act. And then say then strongly they behind the police for urgently, come out with a conclusive investigation. That now one emphasis with a lay. And then they also they call on every other person, every other security force for all day together for maintain the peace and for make sure say Sierra Leone day before. And the good thing is really we've been there for put more span the party them if they're not been actually
indeed
condemn this action. So by the time we don't ready for them.
We can see the press
now we can see the press release don't finally come out. Because then just get for continue for the preach out against them in there. Because the political parties, the people then like believe in them.
Indeed.
A huge number of Sierra Leoneans believe in the political parties. And most of them, they go by the loyalty of the party. Salome, the loyal to them party, pass out the loyal to them country itself, which is very bad. So it is a good thing where the party them, they come out and then they speak up against them kind of thing. And they, because like we stated earlier yesterday in the program, such kind of acts, police really get for investigate and thoroughly and bring out a conclusive and an urgent reports to people them as to what really lead to that man they kill one under that kind of circumstance they, because we believe say nobody no deserve for die. So
indeed,
and like we say the SLPP 7 pull a press release. Una been just don't see the APC. Famble them una just see the SLPP then press release as well. Because then self pull a press release and then self condemn the act. Then self condemn the act and then condemn and to in the whole entirety. Then self say as we approach the election, then we for try for see how we put peace in place. Because eventually then the politician then no say if them kind of thing there don't happen. Especially for them the politicians, they're not safe.
At all.
They're not safe
at all.
Because you go to work and now you ask the court say, make this not happen to me, make that not happen to me. So it's a good thing. Kudos to the party them for we wanna come out and condemn the act, especially the two main opposition parties. Because say it reached to time this thing be not begin to take a political undertone.
Yes,
we don't begin to get a political undertone. So man and they say now, oh no, na so ide na makeni, na because na this. But these are the things we will get for left as citizens. Where something happen to one Salome, mock we pull up on politics.
Indeed.
One grand Salome where something happen to that one Salome day, Now, like something done wrong with the one whole country. Because say what you made, that police officer there, they don't serve this country in your way.
Yeah.
You know, so some of them think the way they happen in our country, we're not for the tag into politics.
At all.
So a better way the two political parties, they all condemn the act. So at least that political undertone where the assassination of this man, we face this man here, so I mean, he don't die out now small.
Yeah.
Because at least that APC man or SLPP man we been the see and the other way, go don't know say now, no, me party don't condemn this, so I not for see and the other way.
At all.
But as citizens, law will left for the politicize every single thing. It really undermine the development of this country. It undermine the development of this country greatly. Let's prefer to be patriots more than we go be partisan.
Indeed.
Because last, if you party left you get one thing, your country. Last, if all man give up on you, your country not they give up on you.
At all.
So this country, now for be we interest in every situation.
Yeah.
Where one thing meets one Salone, if for be like saying now all Salone does suffer that pain day.
Yeah.
What I mean? We for empathize, sympathize with that particular occurrence day. Not say now because, oh, this man, now so. In fact, as people then we get of faith, we believe, say, you know, they say ill things about the dead, not so?
At all.
We believe in that.
Yeah.
So we want for again, say thumbs up to the parties.
Yeah.
For we then speak out against the acts because, you know, really tell well. And everybody get to understand, say, the security apparatus, now then they help we for maintain the peace of the land.
Yeah.
As much as the security apparatus get for no say, and for maintain the fundamental human rights of the citizens, which is very, very key.
Yeah.
Fumble them, we'll go quick now inbox and see if we get any message there. And then we'll go now for can give our election updates where we'll go bring down the curtain for today's program.
Yeah. Inside the inbox, we get a comment from True Nature. We say Salone